This is Alex, Paul and Jess, a team of hustlers who have one aim: to make you, the public, part with your hard-earned cash. In this series, the hustlers will attempt to pull off some of their toughest scams yet, and to do so, they'll appear as you've never seen them before. This is The Real Hustle Undercover. After hundreds of scams, the hustlers face the real problem of recognition, so they've had to come up with new ways of keeping their identity secret, enabling them to keep pulling off daring cons. The hustlers have assembled numerous disguises and created various characters, all designed to get the job of cheating you out of your money done. On tonight's show, the hustlers give charity a bad name.
Did you notice the speed signs here?
Alex and Paul become a driver's worst nightmare.
Can I step out of the car, please?
And Amelia Fox takes on her most difficult role yet.
It's horrible.
All the people on this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed that the footage could be shown so that you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams. This is a charity fundraising event. Over 200 people have gathered in the name of a local charity, eager to donate money and enjoy themselves in the process. But when people are out to have a good time and give their money away, unfortunately for them, a hustler is never too far away. This is the charity banquet scam. A classic way to raise money at an event like this is a raffle. And tonight is no different. The three lucky winners step up to collect their prizes, and everyone seems happy. But let's take a closer look at those prize winners. Third prize, an MP3 player and a bottle of champagne, went to this guy. Nothing fishy there. But if the second prize winner looked familiar, that's because, under that disguise, was Paul. And the first prize? That went to another familiar face. Alex. The boys are on a winning streak tonight, but that shouldn't come as a big surprise, because the person reading out the winning numbers was Jess.
Thank you.
Once the raffle's over, the hustlers hot-foot it to the back exit. But did they really come here tonight just to claim a couple of raffle prizes? Of course not. They're leaving the building with over £1,000 in cash. To find out how they got it, we need to go back to the start of the evening. Jess had advertised herself as a charity events coordinator and had been hired by the event organisers to carry out the raffle. The perfect front for an undercover operation.
My name's Susie Windle and work for charitable organisations nationwide. The third prize...
First, Jess whets the crowd's appetite by revealing the fantastic prizes.
Sounds good, doesn't it? Right, the tickets are £10 each. There's 20 tickets in each booklet.
The raffle tickets were £10 a pop. And to make it easy for people to buy them, Jess went from table to table.
Hi guys, would you like to buy any raffle tickets this evening? Three tickets.
The chance to win a fantastic raffle prize and give to a good cause at the same time was too good for most guests to turn down.
Thank you very much, thank you.
So it wasn't long before every table had bought tickets. Jess collected over £1,000 and left the guests to carry on enjoying themselves. But what about her helpers? The furry pig and the cuddly panda weren't quite as innocent as they seemed. In fact, they were Alex the pig and Paul the panda, and they were here to help Jess fleece the crowd. Not only did the costumes hide their identities, but they also buttered up the partygoers enough to willingly hand over their cash. But the hustlers weren't home and dry. Of course, the amazing prizes that had tempted the guests into forking out so much money were fake. So to get away with the money, the hustlers had to win the prizes themselves. But someone in the room full of people was bound to recognise them. So while Jess counted the cash, Alex and Paul got ready for the final stage of the scam. Posing as guests, Alex and Paul infiltrated the room. Just before Jess came back in to carry out the raffle draw. Then when it came to the star prizes, Jess simply called out the numbers of 2 tickets she'd palmed earlier, which corresponded to the ones held by Alex and Paul, making them the lucky winners. So, not only was all their money in the hands of the hustlers, but the marks had coughed up for prizes that never existed in the first place. We asked the guy who collected third prize to show us what he'd won. An empty box for an MP3 player. And...
yeah, a bottle of water. I was believed to have won a bottle of champagne, but it's a bottle of water.
So how did some of the other guests react when we told them they'd been conned?
When I heard that it was £10 a ticket, I was just like, £10 a ticket?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot, that's why we went
because
half.
it was part of a charity, I was just like, oh, you know, it's £5 each.
Well, I hope people who are actually organising might be feeling sick about it. Are you with me?
When a bogus charity works like this, they're stealing from the people giving them money, but they're also stealing from the people who should, in fact, benefit. Obviously, the psychology is simple. Everybody does want to help a charity to some degree. And by putting up a front like this, they can collect thousands, even hundreds of thousands of pounds over a short period of time.
When outsourcing work to companies, you should always make sure that you check their credentials first. And if you are raising money for a charity, then it's always best to go through the official sources, or you could just do it yourself.
How's it going? I'm in.
The life of a hustler is considered glamorous by some, so who better to put them right than a celebrity? Each week, Alex, Jess and Paul take a well-known personality and put them in the shoes of a hustler. They give you the inside track and learn the harsh realities of just how it feels to con the public.
As soon as you see him walk away like that.
I felt so awful afterwards.
Oh, I hate myself now.
This is the Celebrity Hustle. This week's celebrity is actress Emilia Fox, star of Silent Witness, The Pianist and Dorian Gray.
I don't like doing anything which upsets other people, and I'm scared that this is going to upset someone more than anything. I know that feeling when you think that you've lost something in your bag, or you've lost your wallet or your keys, or you think someone's nicked them, and you just feel that horrible physical sickness, and I'm a bit worried about making someone feel like that.
It's time for Emilia to meet the hustlers and find out what kind of scam they've lined up for her.
What you're going to be doing is you're going to be walking down the street, you're going to be bumping into somebody, you're then going to be dropping a package that we're going to be providing for you. You're then going to claim that whatever was in it was very valuable. You can make up a story, and then you're going to get that person to pay you for it. But what they don't know is that it's actually just broken glass.
So Emilia is about to attempt the melon drop, a classic street hustle. Carrying a box, the hustler bumps into a mark on purpose, then blames them for smashing the expensive vase contained in it. They then con the mark into paying for the damage.
But I don't have to blame them. You were aggressive.
It's their fault. You had nothing to do. They walked into you. It's not your fault, it's their fault.
Emilia's worst fears have come true. She'll certainly have to upset someone.
What we're doing is we're engineering a situation that they're not expecting, and then you're manipulating them psychologically into feeling responsible.
What if they just walk off?
Well, stop them.
You're going to have to stop them. It's just like an acting part. You're going to get into character.
So Emilia doesn't fancy her new role as a hustler.
I feel sick.
But she can't delay it any longer. She heads off with Alex and Paul to a carefully chosen location for the hit. It's a busy street, full of expensive boutiques and restaurants. Just the kind of place you might bump into a passerby with plenty of cash to spare.